So I'm doing an oil change on my girlfriend's new 2016 Honda HR-V, and I'm underneath the car, and I've noticed something that's actually pretty cool to me. I've never seen another car look like this from underneath. Right here is your standard 1.8 liter R18 engine, and your oil filter is really easy to get to, along with your drain plug right here. So oil changes were super easy on this car. But the thing that I thought was really cool is that there's the drive shaft in the center of the car right here, and that right there is the fuel tank. So the driver's seat actually sits on top of the fuel tank, and the fuel tank, if you look, it contours over the drive shaft, and it sits on each side of the drive shaft. So the fuel tank actually has gas on the right side, and then there's a divided section to the passenger side. So that's how they engineered to get the capacity they needed. What is it, like 13 gallons or something? But something very cool that Honda's doing with these new HR-Vs. And this car is pretty awesome. It's all-wheel drive. It gets 32 miles to the gallon. And they also have these little roll bars, almost like a little roll cage built around the fuel tank that hangs lower than the fuel tank, as you can see. So if you're ever like off-road and you hit some kind of obstacle, the objective is for it to crush the roll bar before the fuel tank. So, I mean, they're not super sturdy. I'm sure they'd crush pretty easy, but it's just an added safety feature Honda put in and gave it like its own little fuel cage tubular frame around it. Another look at the top. I've never owned a brand new car, but this is how clean everything looks when they're brand new. This is the engine out of the Civic from 2006. It's been refined a little bit too. It makes one more horsepower it's rated at. My Civic's rated at 140. This is rated at 141. So with this big engine bay, there's lots of room for activities. I mean, you can see all the way to the floor in the back. The intake manifold's right there. You got your cat up front, your alternator. If I needed to change anything in this car, it would be pretty easy to work on compared to the Civics. The engine bay is at least double the size. So it's definitely a cool car. So thanks for watching, and I'll have more videos up soon. Subscribe.